Penn State against Pittsburgh, right? Penn State against Pittsburgh almost lost to Appalachian State last week. Looked outmatched at times in the trenches. You know, we do see great teams sometimes have somewhat inexplicable duds. First game of the season. Now they're going to be a road favorite here of more than a touchdown against Pittsburgh. Clearly, talent-wise, on paper, Penn State has a major edge. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be a good bet here. It does feel like a big bounce-back spot for them. What's your take on this one, Al McMorty? Currently, Pittsburgh about an 8.5-point dog.
Yeah, Peter, you know, it is a huge bounce back spot for the Nittany Lions. Now, if they had lost the game to Appalachian State, I'd be going against Penn State. But the fact that they actually survived and won the game, I think, is a good positive indicator for Penn State. You go back to 1992, college football favorites of 7 or more points. Those teams have gone 33-14 against a spread in non-conference games if they only won by single digits when laying 20 or more points in the previous game. So that's one reason I really like Penn State here. I do think they're going to bounce back off that near defeat. Another is the fact that the Nittany Lions are now 16-2 with a push against the spread. Their last 19 off a win. I'm going to take Penn State minus the points against Pittsburgh.
All right, that line has gotten bet up, and it is also a split line. It's 8.5 most places, but Heritage and BetMania are up at 9. Bookmaker just down at 8. So we'll give you that one. Al McMorty -8, -110. That's what I was thinking about as well. I was thinking, obviously this is, Pittsburgh's going to come here and leave everything on the table. Penn State's still adjusting to their losses, but I'm thinking that the talent discrepancy just might be too great here, and whether they pull away late or early, Penn State is probably looking at a double-digit win. That's why I was leaning. Ian Cameron, what's your take on this one?
Well, it's been nice, and camaraderie's been great so far on this show, but for the first time, we got a little disagreement in the ranks, a little not so fast, my friend. I like the Pitt Panthers here. I think this Penn State team's terribly overvalued. It showed last week against App State. The loss of Joe Moorhead at offensive coordinator. Okay, it didn't show last week, but it's going to show in time. Saquon Barkley not being there. The offense wasn't the issue last week. Obviously, they still put up points, but that will be felt in time. And look at last year's game. I mean, you're going to see 33-14 for Penn State over Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh outgained Penn State in that game, despite losing by 19 points. That was a worse Pitt team last year than now, and I think a better Penn State team then than they are now. And that defense got carved up by App State last week. Kenny Pickett, I think, finally gives Pitt a little confidence at the quarterback spot. The Danucci's of the world weren't getting it done last year. I think they are right in this game from start to finish, the Pitt Panthers. I think Penn State goes to 0-2 ATS start the season. Penn State in trouble to win this game at all, in my opinion, let alone by margin.
Wow, and you want to make that an official pick?
Exactly. It was my roundtable best bet, so how can I go away from it?
Roundtable best bet. We're going to give you the Heritage line right now, +9, -105. Al McMorty, I'm kind of agreeing with you. I see Trace McSorley. We know what he is. I think Penn State has, their best offensive line in a long time, a good young defensive line that's probably going to make rapid improvements, but credit where credit is due. Pittsburgh was playing like a top 40 team at the end of the year last year. It's Ian Cameron's roundtable best bet. What do you think about all that, Al McMorty? Everything you've heard.
Well, I think he makes some really good points, and I do actually agree with a lot of his points. For me, though, it is just simply a bounce back from almost losing as a 24-point favorite. But I do agree with Ian. I do think that Pitt is better than they were last year. I do think Penn State has its issues, but I think for one game, Penn State's going to come to play, and they're going to play well.
All right. Well, line shopping is so important. This game, a perfect example of that. Al McMorty taking Penn State at -8, -110. Ian Cameron getting Pittsburgh +9, -110. Absolutely not out of the question that one of them could win and the other one push.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.